Good afternoon, Coach. Good to see you.
You too. Thank you.
Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Coach, introduce yourself and the players you have here today.
All right. I'm Antonio Rodriguez. I have Tommy Tamargo to my left, Idaí Diago, and Justin Buchanan, three of my seniors for this upcoming season.
Coach, you're new to the program this year at Gables. Please give me an insight into your history and how you came to this program.
Yeah, so this is my first year coaching as a head coach at Coral Gables Senior High. I coached 6 years at iMatter Academy prior to this. Coral Gables Senior High is actually my alma mater, so for me it was welcoming back home, being able to come back to my alma mater to be able to be the head coach of the staff. Prior to coaching, I played 2 years at Nova Southeastern University and 2 years at FIU, and then I obviously high school career all 4 years at Coral Gables Senior High.
And coming back to your alma mater is really special. So give us a little preview of this upcoming season.
Yeah, it's awesome. These kids are, these kids when they came in, they're really hungry. We had a lot of kids that were able to, they trust the process and were able to stick with it. We had kids that decided to transfer out, so we have a lot of hungry players that have a lot to prove. We had about 4 or 5 kids transfer out, and we had a few kids that were able to. They joined the program. Local kids that were around the neighborhood. So, for us, it was unfortunate to see those that decided to transfer out, but those that came in, they grabbed the bull by the horns and they're ready to perform this season for us.
Coach talked about some transfers out, but you also had a few transfers in. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Talk about those additions and some of the players. I guess you can talk about adding those teammates to the team and how you help them adjust.
So, the kids that transferred out, they were actually, they were key components for our program that was going to lead up to this season. But the kids that were able to transfer in, we filled in those spots, and I think we actually, no disrespect, but I think we actually upgraded in those spots. We had kids that are older, more experienced, and it's awesome that our program is a mix of sophomores, juniors, but we do have a big senior class as well. So in core positions, behind the plate, center field, shortstop, and on the mound, those are the key components. And those are the ones that transferred out, and those are the ones that those kids that transferred in, they filled in those spots as upperclassmen. Obviously, right here, these 2 guys are my number 1 and 2 for this season, and then I have an outfielder as well. But they could tell you best. These kids that transferred in, they gelled within this organization, within this team, and it's like a family. It's like they've been here for 4 years, even though it's their first or second year in this program.
Players, if you want to comment on how easy it was to get everyone to gel together.
I think we look good. We look tight. We made friends really quick. Everyone's got a good relationship with each other. We practice hard, and I think we're really ready to win some ball games.
Not only did we gel as teammates, but we also all got along with the coaches. Coaches are great. The staff is amazing. We created what we call it now a culture, and all of us we're like brothers. Every single one of us. We all work hard. We all push each other to be better, and we're ready for the season.
Well, I think the important thing is that we're all good kids. Like, if we were all like bad kids and stuff, it would be harder to gel, and there's no really any jealousy or anything, because there's always these kids that think just because they've been there for 4 years that they're going to get the starting job, and when they get a new transfer coming in, that their spot's going to get taken. So we haven't had that problem, and everyone's gelled pretty good together.
Coach, where would you say the team is the strongest? I know some teams are a little bit more defensive sided, some are better hitting the sticks, some are better on the mound. Are you guys an all-around team, or is there a specific strength you're looking at this season to Cleveland?
I would say our strength is, defensively we're really solid defensively. On the mound we have upgraded big time. We have about 7-8 arms that can all throw strikes. But offensively, we're there as well. We're not going to be the team that's going to hit 5-6 home runs in a game, but we could pepper you around the park if we get to you. We're going to capitalize on mistakes. Us as a team are starting to understand that once a ball club makes a mistake and we capitalize that, it's really important for our momentum to be on our side. So that's our biggest strength, is that our kids are able to they capitalize and they understand when there's blood in the water. That's when we attack the most. So,
Hey, we have pictures up here, correct?
yes.
So Coach mentioned the defense, that he thinks the defense is particularly strong for you guys. I mean, how much of a load does that take off your guys' shoulders? Obviously, when you're on the mound, you know, if they hit it, it's okay.
It's very important. Whenever you're on the mound, you would love to be able to just throw strikes, let them hit the ball. Doesn't matter where they hit it, but you have people behind you always making the plays. That's important. You got to make the plays in baseball.
Yeah, it's super important, especially for a pitcher mentally. You want to be comfortable with your defense behind you, and I feel very comfortable with my defense, and I know that if I could pound the zone, my team will make plays behind me.
Talk about the schedule a little bit. You know, I know some coaches will load up the schedule because there's obviously the strength of the schedule and the playoffs and stuff like that matters. Some coaches go for more balance, and some coaches just try and get as many wins as possible in the schedule. What was your approach this year when putting things together?
To be honest with you, I've had very, very talented teams, and I've had, you know, subpar teams, and I never sugarcoat my schedule. Reason being is because you can go 20-3 and be the first guy out of playoffs because you had a sugar-coated schedule and you didn't play anybody to prepare yourself for playoff baseball. I think it's very important that when you do your schedule, you put good talent in there because adversity is a real thing, and for these kids to learn how to face adversity is something that will come down to playoffs. That's what has to happen. You have to be able to first face adversity prior to that, and you can't have adversity hit you for the first time when you're down 3 runs in the 7th in your first playoff game. So as far as our schedule goes, I wouldn't say it's loaded, but I would say that it's going to be, you know, above standards, and the talent level that we will be facing is going to be great. And I'm looking forward to the competition in every single game. So,
is there any game in particular you guys as players are looking forward to playing in this year?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them,
We're not
but
afraid of.
I can't wait for my senior night. It's gonna be a very special night.
All 3 seniors, correct?
Yeah.
Talk about that. I mean, you guys are leaders of the team, you know, and the younger guys are going to look up to you. How are you easing into that role?
A little nerve-wracking because like everything you do is your last, but you get a lot of attention from people. It's fun. It's good. I feel like a leader, and it feels good.
At first, it's a little difficult because you have people looking up to you, trying to be like you, trying to learn the role of becoming a leader. But once you start like looking at your past and trying to pick up the same leadership roles that your previous seniors had, it starts developing, and you as a person, you become stronger as a leader. You help kids out whenever they need it, and that's all you need in a team. You need to help out your younger players.
You guys host the Gables Bash Spring Break Tournament. Tell me, Coach, what's it like to host that? Or you're looking forward to it and being part of it, and then the players.
Well, obviously this is going to be my first time doing it as the head coach here at Gables. But I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us. Our biggest thing is always, you know, starting new traditions. And like they said, you know, building a culture. And our goal from hosting it now, it's always been something that Coral Gables has always done. They've always hosted the spring break tournament at their home field. But this, moving forward, I wanted to make it a tradition. I want it to be something that every year other coaches want to say, hey, look, you know, Gables has a really, really good spring break tournament that they host. They do a good job. They have a championship game. And, I mean, as the host team, it's always good if you can go in there and win it as well. So that is our goal. We have Miami High is going to be part of it this year. Dade Christian, Coral Shores, Ferguson, and Hialeah High. Those are the 6 teams, and us included. Those are the 6 teams for this year. But hopefully every year our goal is for it to grow. You know, for it to grow and be competitive every single season.
Listening to that lineup, do you want to comment on how it would be fun playing a tournament like that?
Oh, I have every single year that we've done it. I've had a great time. All the players help out with the concessions, and I just have a great time because you grow as a team, and you get to watch other teams play and how they compete, and it's fun. I love it. It's great.
Spring Bash, it's a pretty good tournament. I like it. You get to enjoy yourself. Not only enjoy yourself, but you get to play hard. You get to show teams what your team is worth of, and it's just to prepare ourselves.
Coach, earlier one of your players mentioned that there's a culture being established now, and you it's obviously your first year back in the program. What's the goal? What's the timeline look moving forward? How do you keep this team moving in the right direction?
Well, I would say our timeline's now, right? Everybody always says that, you got to build. It could be a rebuild year. I don't believe in that. I believe that the time is now. We don't have time to rebuild, because if you're over here trying to rebuild from the ground up, everybody says 3 to 5 years, but our goal is to win now, because everybody wants to win and everybody wants to go in there and compete at the highest level. And our ultimate goal is obviously to make a state title run. That's everybody's goal in high school baseball, is to make a state title run. And it's not about how you start; it's just about how you finish, and who's hot at the right time. But we're going to go in there, and we have a tough district. Our district is tough. We are well aware of that. But we all think, and everybody in that locker room believes, that we can go in there and win it right off the get this year with our district. And there should be no excuses as to why we don't, to be honest. So.
All right, Coach. Well, great way to end it. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you on the field.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.